Molly doesn't know this, but right now she's sitting in front of the spot where she was conceived 36 years ago this March. Of course, it wasn't a hole in the ground then. It was a hotel, quite a nice one. And it was snowing like crazy in Manhattan. So Edgar and I spent the night, and the rest is history. Though, for the record, the room service was only fair. But Molly, as I say, doesn't know. Unless she does. But I certainly never mentioned it. I told her about the important things. Baking cookies, raking the leaves, sitting with your knees together, and not snooping in your father's bureau drawer.
Brian? Brian, is that you?
Besides, when a daughter asks, where did I come from, what mother in her right mind is going to answer 7th Avenue and 49th Street? Not me.
Trapped in shoes of frozen slag, prisoners of concrete, petrifying, putrefying, locked in half-forgotten dreams of empire, we welter and fall. A house of cards. I said...
That's all right. Heard it the first time.
Well, Davy, come on. So what do you think?
Out early this morning, ain't we?
Yeah, well, I was creating this.
Many people jog.
Oh, Davy, come on. Now, just last week, you were begging me to start writing again.
Well, I wasn't exactly prostrate on the ground about it.
Nevertheless, a word of encouragement would not be unwelcome.
Praise is poison to the serious artist, Miss Dodd. Blunts the cutting edge. An ounce of rejection is worth a whole bucket full of insincerity.
In other words...
Puke. But we'll just chalk it up to the cold weather. Maybe we need a vacation. Someplace warm.
We? Is that French?
The language don't matter. It's the thought that's universal.
Well, I'm not going, and I am not giving up either.
Didn't figure you would. Oh, by the way, a new stove will be arriving today, around noon. You might want to be here to let them in.
Davy, I can't. That's my lunch hour.
Yeah, mine too. Of course, we could always have them come back. Say about 3 months from Tuesday. Kind of like a metaphor, ain't it? Waiting for the stove. Has a ring to it. Maybe you could work that into a sonnet.
Do you take credit cards?
I don't know, do we?
You didn't...
It's all right. It's no good anyway. The book, I mean. You can have it. It's trash.
Boss.
Oh, gosh.
What?
You look beautiful.
Oh.
Again. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, really. Moss, you like poetry, don't you?
I love poetry. Good poetry.
What about sort of in-between poetry, you know? Not great, maybe, but not really bad.
Like Ezra Pound. My father knew him. He was very old.
The Ezra Pound?
One day he came to the house for food. And he read us this poem he had just written.
Ezra Pound came to your house.
Well, I was very young. He had all these hairs sticking out of his nose.
Oh,
And he was reading. And Right in the middle. He turned all red, and he took my father's lighter, and he set fire to the paper with the poem on it.
No kidding.
The whole room just filled with smoke.
Huh. Because he thought it wasn't good enough.
No, because he set fire to the paper.
Right.
Why?
Nothing, really. Just asking.
Anybody home? It's me again.
Oh, good.
No, who's that?
The ex-husband. You remember me. I was in here last week.
Who's ex-husband?
Well, you probably didn't notice because you were locked in some kind of a fantastic love clinch with a redhead here, but I noticed. I noticed your face, too. Is that getting any better? Oh, you remember me, don't you?
Only too well, yes.
How come you haven't come by to see me?
Is it bleeding?
I've been playing down the block for a whole week now. Thought I'd see you come in.
Well, I didn't.
You might want to check that out in the mirror. It looks nasty. It's quite a guy. Is he born here or visiting from Neptune?
Just keep pushing, pal, okay?
Okay. I'm not here to fight. I'm here to extend an invitation just to show you my heart's in the right place. Tonight's the last night of the gig. So, I reserved a table for the two of you.
Me and, what's his name?
I'm really hoping you'd come.
I have to work late tonight.
The show starts at 8:30.
It's not gonna happen, Fred.
Oh, I think it will. I think you'll show.
Yeah? Like the moth to the flame.
Like the fly to the paper. Like the swallows to Capistrano. Like Velcro. I want you back, Molly. So be there. 8:30.
It wasn't bleeding.
Oh, Moss, come on. Get serious, will you?
Okay, anything I can do?
Yeah. Got a match? Mom, I saw it.
No, you didn't.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was him. You know, it was 7 in the morning. He was toddling down Broadway in his parka.
Well, then you saw a parka. Lots of people have parkas. I have a parka.
Yes, Mother, but I know what he looks like. You know, I have met Brian.
Brian is with Mamie in Vermont, snug as bugs in a rug. I talked to her this morning. Now, may we drop the subject and eat all this cold fruit?
Well, I'm sorry, Mother. Davy promised that the new stove would be here.
Never mind. I'll grab something Armenian from a street vendor when I go out.
Job hunting again, are we? And, whatever happened to that idiotic theatrical producer you had an interview with?
Arthur and I have been seeing each other. And he's not idiotic. He's a very nice man. He treats me well. We go to the theater a lot. And if you're gonna just stand there harumphing about what your father would say...
Was I harumphing?
Yes, you were.
Okay, I was. But I feel terrible about it, and so I'll stop.
I don't make judgments about whom you see,
Absolutely not.
even though I have the good grace to approve.
Approve of who?
Your employer.
Oh.
Whom else would we be talking about? Oh, no.
No, Mom, wait.
Professor Rebop.
I'm not seeing him. It's just that Fred has been coming by the bookstore.
And what does Moss think about all that?
Well, I don't know exactly. He's not the jealous type. At all. In any way.
Like the moth to the flame.
Dishwasher.
What?
The new appliance, 12A?
Oh, no, it was supposed to be a stove.
No, I think it's a dishwasher.
Yeah, well, I want a stove.
That's okay with me. Where do I install this?
Do what you will with whomever.
Mother, could you just wait?
It's got your energy-efficient dry cycle. It's got your pot scrubber. What else do you want?
I want a stove. It's 9 o'clock, so I'll be going. Well, we're closed now.
I have some things to...
I know. So you'll lock up. Good night, then.
Where were you?
God, Fred!
No, where were you, Molly?
I was at the movies.
No, where were you?
Hey, keep it down out there.
Molly, I love you. I know you
Fred,
don't want to hear this, but that's just the way it is.
Uh-huh.
You love me too. You do, Molly. You're fighting it, but you're gonna lose. Because I am the fire inside of you, and you don't know how to put it out.
Ooga, ooga.
What is this, ooga, ooga?
What, Mr. Caveman come to collect? Why didn't you just thump me over the head and drag me off into the vine?
Well, if that's what it takes.
Look, 2 months ago, you stood around shivering in a baggy bathing suit and told me to find somebody else. You remember that?
Vaguely.
Well, maybe I did, maybe I have.
Is that so?
Maybe.
Molly Dodd, right? That's what you call yourself. Not Bickford, which is your name, but Dodd, which is mine. Only it isn't Dodd. It's Diorio, Alfredo, a fact you whispered to me over and over again one night a few weeks ago when you were hurting so bad you couldn't stand it. And you came looking to the one place where you could be yourself, where you could let it out, who you really are.
Fred, this is not fair. Come on, it was my father's...
No, it was you, Molly. You and me. The way it used to be. Which is the way it's gonna be. Which is why you're not gonna dump me for some bookworm.
Hey, you want to shut up?
Yeah. Say you don't love me.
No, I don't love you.
You're lying.
I'm leaving.
Say it like you mean it, and I am out of here forever.
Yeah, is that a promise?
Say it.
I used to love you, I know that. I loved you beyond anything. And then there was a long time where I just kind of counted on it, you know, because it seemed like the right thing to do. To carry it around with me like some kind of amulet, something in amber. But the fire's gone out, Fred. Whatever I was seeing was a reflection, just some trick with mirrors. It's all just ashes now. And I know this is gonna really hurt, but
Wait.
No, here it comes, cowboy. I don't love you. I don't love you. I don't love you.
What's the good news?
Well, there ain't any.
Those are just words, Molly. Doesn't change a thing.
Hey, wise guy.
You can walk away from me, but you can't forget me. I'm in your blood, in your bones.
What, I gotta call the cops?
Doesn't matter what you do. You'll be hearing the music. It's our music, Molly. You'll never forget it.
Hey!
What?
Forget it, buddy. She don't want you.
Evening. Just been upstairs admiring the new dishwasher. Looks real spiffy out there in your hallway.
Maybe you were right. I need a vacation.
Just give me a second to pack my duffel.
No, I think I need to be alone. You know, someplace quiet, someplace warm. I want to get warm.
Tiffany, leave Jason alone. Tiffy, I'm warning you. Jason, take off that snowsuit and you're a dead man. I mean business. Ah, here we are then.
Hello, child wars?
Now they're off to school in a few minutes if the bus comes. Otherwise, I'll just plop them in a snowdrift for a couple of hours. You want to help?
Oh, no, I think I'll just sit here and try and digest breakfast. You know, Mames, I think country living suits you.
Mm-hmm. Once I learned about opening the flue. Otherwise, the smoke doesn't go up.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess Brian probably taught you all about that.
Oh, sure. Did I tell you that I got a job in town 3 days a week at the hardware store?
He's not here, is he?
Oh, Brian. Well, not right now. No, as I told you, he had a project. But, you know, he should be back almost any minute.
Mame, look around. There is not a single sign of a man in this entire house. I mean, when did he leave?
He never even got here. I guess he kind of panicked.
Oh, Mame. I'm sorry. No, I truly am.
Oh, it's all right, really. I've got the house for as long as I want it.
Mm-hmm.
The kids like it here. And now I've got this job selling pitchforks.
Mame, come home.
Hmm?
No, I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of, you know? And Mom said that Len has just been pining around her house like some kind of stricken cocker spaniel.
Of course I'm not ashamed.
Oh, no, well, no, I didn't mean ashamed. I mean, I'd like you to come home.
Did I tell you I've been painting?
Oh, sis. But, sis. Oh, my God.
What?
Well, it's just,
Well, it's a house. With a tree behind it.
yeah, well, it's just, wonderful, Mame, you know? I mean, I just don't know what to say. Okay, what just happened here?
There was a mouse under the table.
Do you think he's still under there?
I don't know. Here, okay. Don't be fooled by those sad little eyes. Kids, the bus is here.
Holy shamoly.
Remarkable, isn't it? So simple. Amazing to think something that pure could come out of a mind as chaotic as hers. Maybe I underestimated that kid.
Daddy, is this really happening?
I love a good fire. Always meant to have more of them.
Dwight tried to burn the house down the day of your funeral,
Really?
if that's any consolation.
Know what I miss?
Yeah, I think I do.
Cribbage. That game with the little wooden pegs, 15-2, 15-4.
Dad, you never played cribbage.
Did it in the Army. Pretty good at it, too. So, Pumpkin, how's it coming?
Well,
How's your mama?
oh, she's fine. She's looking for a job. Don't you know all of this? Oh, well, she's been lonely, I think. So, there's this man.
No kidding.
Well, it's not serious, really. It's, well, he's a producer.
Arthur Feldman, I bet. I always suspected he had the hots for her.
Huh.
And how about you?
I don't know. I think maybe I'm in love.
No, I mean, what about important things? Seen any good sunsets lately? Heard a cat purr? Rake any leaves? Smell behind a baby's ear? And how about your poetry?
I'm still writing.
Yeah, girl. There's always hope, huh?
Yeah. There's always hope.
Say, cabin like this, bet you there's a cribbage board lying around someplace. How about we find it and play a couple of games?
Yeah, I don't know how to play cribbage, Dad.
Me either. How about a walk outside? I don't even need a coat.
How about we just sit and be together, you know? Like the old days.
Old days are gone, Ma.
Yeah, I know, Daddy. Come on.
Feels good. I don't get to sit much. They don't have couches.
Clouds.
No clouds. They got these auditorium chairs. You know what I mean?
Huh. I would have thought clouds.
No clouds. Say, tell you who I ran into, though. Mark Twain.
No.
Remember him?
Oh, shoot.
Hell of a guy. Walks around telling stories, talking to everybody, smoking his pipe.
Robert Urich helps a priest keep the faith when he's framed for murder on Spencer for Hire. Coming up, watching Molly Dodd is like eating potato chips. One is never enough, so stay tuned for another half hour of Blair Brown in the Days and Nights of Molly Dodd. Next.